Everything else you could imagine. Okay.
Let go. Trying to get.
Yeah.
Okay. Today is Wednesday, January 12th, 2005. The present is the Izard County Sheriff's Office, or Deputy Charlie Milton of the Izard County Sheriff's Office, Mr. Casey McCullough, and myself, David Lasky, with the Arkansas State Police. Time is about 9:34 a.m. Casey, we're wanting to visit with you a little bit, like I told you on the phone, in the past 3 months since Rebekah's death, and we started this investigation. We came up with some more information than obviously from whenever the state police talked to you the first day or two. We've had tons of rumors, a lot of which, when we get to checking into them, we find out, well, that's not right, that's not correct, and it's back and forth. And we thought that this might be a good time to sit down with you, and we could try to go over some of these things and clarify. Now, one thing that I'm going to ask is that you not discuss with anybody what you and me and Charlie talk about in here today. The reason is, from word gets out on the street or out in the community, eventually there's a good possibility it's going to get around to the people that are involved in the murder.
I understand that.
And, that helps them and it hurts us, because it might let them take some steps to try to hide evidence, destroy evidence, tamper with witnesses, stuff like that. And so, I've got some specific questions to go through, but I think you don't care. Let's just kind of start just kind of an overview, and starting on that. I think it would be on a Friday, but whenever you first got with Rebekah after she got back from school, when was that?
When?
Yeah.
Oh, I came home and she was there.
Okay, that was on that Friday?
Yeah. I came home and she was clean. It was about 8 o'clock, I believe.
In the evening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
After I got off work, I'm not sure if I closed that night. I was about the first one out.
Okay. So you got home, she was already there cleaning?
Yes, sir.
Her car was there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was there anybody else there with her?
Nope.
Okay. What did y'all do Friday evening after you got home?
Sat around, watched TV. She comes clean. She made me do the dishes, and I didn't.
I do what?
Take me to do the dishes, but I was still sitting there.
So you don't like the dishes?
No.
Okay. And so if y'all didn't go anywhere Friday night, or?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Did you have any company come over?
Okay.
Okay. What about Saturday?
This is a while back.
Oh, I understand.
Saturday, I believe, we went to Mountain View, I believe. We went from movies.
Okay, and I think, and I realize you're the one telling me this, but I think it's actually going to be Sunday when that movie receipt is dated.
We rented movies from somewhere. We rented movies one night and only rented movies again.
Okay. Well, Saturday you also rented.
I guess it had to have been in Melbourne if it wasn't in Mountain View, because we did rent it. No, Hastings. Yes, I remember that right. Hastings Baseball. We went to last night.
Okay, Saturday went to baseball.
Yeah, it was not Mountain View, Baseball.
Okay.
I'm trying to dig.
Oh, I understand. Okay, so Saturday y'all went and rented movies at baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you, what else y'all do Saturday?
Went to McDonald's, left that one. And watched the movie.
Okay. Anybody else with you, or?
No.
Okay. Anybody come over to visit? Or?
No.
Okay. Okay. What about Sunday?
That's one. No.
Okay.
We went to see if anything playing at the drive-in theater.
Mountain View had a drive-in.
Yeah. Okay.
I knew they had one at Marshall's. I didn't know Mountain View had one.
We went on to see things playing. Nothing was playing that we wanted to watch. We went on I believe it was in like 6 movies this time. And from Harvard to Mountain View. There's a hurricane. I think we got some food. Here's popcorn.
Okay. I know looking through the interviews that Mark and Jeff had done with you back several months ago, you talked about that y'all went by JD's house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the story on that?
Well, we went to JB. I just got the truck. We can go in and purchase marijuana.
Okay, you didn't go in? Okay, where was JB living, at least at that time?
Down on Herpel Road. And that was it.
Okay, you know about what time roughly y'all would have got there?
Well, it wasn't too late when we got home, so that's could be around. It just turned dark.
Okay. Was it before or after you rented the movies? Y'all went by JB?
Yeah. After. Someone to look at the movies.
Okay. So you got the movies first, and then y'all got by. Here we go. How long was she inside?
Not long at all. It was about 5-10 minutes.
Okay. How could you stay in the truck? Okay. You know why she told you to stay in the truck?
I guess that we didn't trust everybody.
Okay. But she didn't tell you that. That's just kind of what you
Yeah, that's what.
you tell her. Yeah. Oh, that's no problem. Okay. Oh, that's all right. Right. Okay. I lost my train of thought then. Rebekah told you to stay in the truck, and you're assuming that's because JB didn't trust their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
But did she tell you that was the reason, or nothing? Okay. Do you know if she got any marijuana?
Yeah.
She did get some?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you know she got some?
By homework.
Okay. How much did she have?
I think she was like, I guess it was kind of running out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think she just got, wasn't very much at all. Just what he had left over, and he was like, here you have this.
Okay. But you saw it?
Yes.
Okay. When did you first see the marijuana after she got it?
On that back and forth.
Okay. So she had it with her when she got back in?
Mm-hmm.
I know from talking to her sisters and everything, they say she would normally try to get her some to have with her whenever she go back to school next week. Did she have enough to last her?
I don't think so. I wouldn't think so.
Okay. Did Rebekah say anything about going to be trying to get some more or anything like that?
No, sir. Okay.
Okay. Did she smoke any of it as she goes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When and where was that?
Watching the movies.
Okay. How much did she smoke?
She didn't smoke very much. She liked to spread it out.
Okay.
Yeah, her belief was 1.5, can't get more high. Start smoking more right after dinner.
Okay, well, I'm looking for it. Okay. Do you know JB?
No, I don't. Maybe more. It wasn't that bad. But talked about it a little bit. But that's how I know about him. And what told me, he said that don't mess with him. Don't get on his bad side. If we not serious, we're not, I can't say anything bad about him, but I really don't.
Well, I understand. Where was it you met him?
Even like, we were there on the coast and figure out he was out there.
How long ago was that? Or how long before?
About a month before.
Okay. Had you ever bought anything from JB?
No.
Okay. Has JB ever been to your part?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. We're probably jumping back in time a little bit. But was Sunday the day that you took the truck over to Bucholtz for your dad?
Well, I took it to my grandparents. They lived down Oak Creek Road in Melbourne.
Okay.
And my dad took it to work. He didn't have a vehicle, so he took it to work.
Oh, okay. That was on Sunday, right?
If I remember correctly.
Okay. Okay. So that's one of those minor points like I was talking about earlier, because I always thought that you and Rebekah, that you had drove your truck to Batesville and then she picked you up and brought you back. I didn't understand. You just took it to your grandparents' house.
Yeah, and I was saying he came back out of JB's house, took some truck for because
okay, I'm sorry,
we were in her car.
Okay.
because I said she jumped in the truck, well, that's call, jumped in the car.
Okay.
Because I didn't have my truck there.
Okay.
She used to keep choking me around that night. And then I had my truck, still had to pay it off.
I'll put it so. Okay, so this, y'all were in Rebekah's car, your truck's in basically your dad took it because the water went off. Okay. Anything else happened Sunday night after y'all got back to the movie? Anybody call? Anybody come by and visit? Anything like that?
No. Only thing I can really remember after that is her trying to keep me up watching news. About he was out there.
Okay. Monday. What happened Monday morning?
Monday morning, going to work. Well, she took me to work.
Okay.
12 o'clock. And I worked 4 shifts until about 4 o'clock. And I called, well, she was supposed to pick me up. And I called the house, I called her cell phone. Couldn't get a hold of her. Figured she took off back towards Charlotte. Well, it's more like earlier or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because she has left me in spots before, without really telling me anything.
Okay, but you tried during the day, Monday, or sometime during the day, Monday, you tried calling your house and her cell phone?
Mm-hmm. I even called like earlier before. I knew when I was going to get off to remind me.
Okay.
Or to wake her up. But no,
How can you say wake her up?
Huh?
You said wake her up?
She sleeps all day. Well.
Okay. That's one of the things that when we've interviewed people, they said, well, Casey, has told them, but something we hadn't. Whenever she was taking you to work or dropping you off at work, had she said what her plans were for the day? Or
What you don't know?
Okay, what did she say exactly?
No, I go, well, what are you going to do? I'm not going to go to sleep. I can't pick you up.
At what point did she tell you that?
When? On the way to work.
On the way to work? Okay. Okay. Again, I just want to make sure I got clear. So on the way to work, y'all had a conversation. You asked her, what are you going to do today? And Rebekah said, well, she was going to sleep. Okay. Casey, can you remember, and I realize we're going back quite a few months, but can you remember whenever Rebekah took you to work what she was wearing?
You're lucky because that's one thing I was trying to, whenever I was trying to remember, she wore, I can't remember the color of the shirt that was underneath, but she wore a yellow jacket, sort of made of something like a towel would be made out of.
Yeah, terry cloth type material.
Yeah. Some jeans, she had white jeans, I can't tell you which one they were, and she was wearing her house shoes for pink feather slippers.
Okay. So she's wearing a yellow terry cloth type material jacket, a pair of blue jeans, pink fuzzy slippers. Okay. She dropped you off work and that was left short.
That's all I thought.
Okay. One of the things that we've had people tell us in during these interviews, like I say, a lot of these are rumors and things get twisted around a lot of times by the time you get to us. But we've had some people that said, well, we have heard or we were told that Rebekah had said something about Justin was supposed to be coming to visit with her, or she was going to get with Justin, or something like that. Do you remember any conversation with Rebekah about that at all?
The relationship between them at the time was very bad, and she hardly talked about him. I don't remember saying anything about meeting with Justin because that was the last thing she probably wanted to do at that time. Just got anything about it. That I knew of.
Okay. So people during interviews are telling us, well, Casey said that, he and Rebekah had a disagreement because she was saying Justin was supposed to be coming over, she was going to get with Justin, and that day that somehow twisted around. That's not correct.
No, not correct at all.
Did you and Rebekah have any kind of a disagreement?
No, other than the fact that she's trying to keep me up for not before.
Okay. And that's the only disagreement y'all had that weekend?
Yeah.
One more thing with that's about JB. I know you said you don't bet him on time, and I think you answered this, but I want to make sure it's clear. As far as you know, the best your knowledge, has JB ever been to your residence?
No, sir.
Okay. Make a couple little notes on things when I get to it to make sure I don't forget to ask. Okay. For the Monday, you tried to call his house, didn't get her, tried to call his cell phone, didn't get her, you know. Now it's getting off work now. You haven't talked to her since she got out. Since you dropped her off, she's not there. So what does Casey do?
Well, all day I think we're talking about going to movies and watching. Not sure what movie it is. Okay. Well, it was still fresh on my mind. I knew it was. I think it was Resident Evil Bucholtz, actually. Yeah. No, and when you go to the movies, I said, well, I watched some big stuff. And I guess Rebekah's not here yet. She's supposed to pick me up. I guess I can go with y'all, you know. I mean, what I thought to myself is, you know, well, Rebekah did what she wants to do, because she's going to do it, because that's her attitude. Then I'll go do what I want to do. Yeah. So, something starts with my friends after work. I saw my Sonic clothes on. I took my shirt off.
Took your shirt off?
I took my Sonic shirt off. Had to show them a move.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I didn't go topless.
Okay, and I think you pretty much gone over with Mark and Jeff and the interviews, you know, about going to get in the truck and going to the movies and tasting things in Walmart and coming back smoking dope. I guess the question is, you know, there came a time or two you have to go right past Highway 58 to your house on the way to baseball. Why? How come you didn't run by the house or stop by? Or
far enough down the road from me, not only good day
to go check.
Well, I think this is wrong. It did cross my mind.
Okay, and I'm not trying to put words about Casey, but I'm assuming you're probably just cut out.
Put out?
Yeah, you know, a little bit aggravated. You drop off at work, you know.
Oh yeah, I was a little aggravated. I just went on the way.
I mean, aggravated points, one of those things. Say, well, don't forget you. I was going to go by. You wouldn't call, you know, wouldn't ask for him, wouldn't come pick me up.
I guess that's all. So
I'm not trying to put
I don't really remember how it felt. I had a friend with me. We all followed each other. Back to back.
Okay. After y'all got back that night, my understanding of what you said earlier is that you stayed at a friend's house something like that. I couldn't be in your home because you got the truck now.
Well, they asked me to stay up.
Okay.
That's when we got there. We took it out. I really went out.
Okay. Okay. At some point in the early interviews, you said something about you had periodically called home. I don't know if that was to check your voicemail messages or why, but you had periodically called home.
I did check messages and check to see if she was there.
Okay. What did you find out when you?
Well, as soon as I got the loans, I actually called Samantha to see if she was there. Still no answer, and then I got Rebekah's mom on the message machine saying that still haven't found Rebekah, and I was like, no. Again, I was like, well, where is she? You know, I didn't know where she was.
That was a voicemail message. Rebekah's mom was
from Rebekah's mom.
Okay.
Have you called her mom before that? No.
What was, and some people call her Shirley, some people call her Joan.
I call her Joan.
Okay. Do you remember, and I realize you wasn't making a transcript, but can you remember basically what Joan said in the phone message that she left?
I mean, it was just the same as a couple that we've had. I mean, she's called her messages like this before. I can't find Rebekah, I don't know where she's at. I'm worried about her, and she gets over, you know, she's very dramatic about some things that you really don't really worry about. So I guess she worried for the right reason this time, but she was kind of a little worried, and she was wondering where she was at.
Okay. And she was called in the past and left messages like that.
So I don't know what time it said.
Yeah. So if I'm understanding you correctly, whenever you heard this message, it didn't stand out in your mind simply because Joan called and left messages like that before. She's not there for that. Okay. So tell me about Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning, I had to get up early. I had to go to work. So I got up and everyone was going to sleep. Walked upstairs, got in the truck, drove all the way home to get a shirt. Actually, I'm not sure if I went to try it first or if because I did ask him to go get a shirt, I believe.
So he was big, you know.
Daniel Miller. Yeah, he was my manager at point.
So it's solid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you asked Daniel if you could go get a shirt.
Yeah.
What happened to the one you had the day before?
I don't know what happened to it.
Okay. But you didn't have your Sonic shirt?
But no, I didn't have it. Okay. Don't know if it in my friend's truck or something. And they got it and they're watching it and they're using it now, probably. Because that's how it goes. You leave the shirt, you leave it for good.
Okay, so you asked Daniel, hey, can I go get a shirt?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my buddy's probably got some shirt and he got it.
To tell you the truth, I was kind of confused just their sex phone, but she wasn't answering the phone. And the message from her on I was getting kind of worried myself, because actually, Joan called after that morning. That's when she called me and she asked
Where'd she call you at?
That's on it.
Okay.
She called me, that's on it. This is when she told me that she couldn't find Rebekah. She didn't know where she was. And this is the point, okay, it's gone on far enough, I'm really worried now. Now I'm worried and I really don't know where she's at. The little girl really got back from the house.
Okay, well, let's take it one step at a time.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
No, that's okay. You're doing fine. So you talked to Mr. Miller. I'm assuming Mr. Miller said, yeah, you can go get a shirt. So you drove home.
Drove home. I walked inside. I thought, well, actually, hang on. I got out of the truck and I saw a car here. Okay, she's got to be here. So she's going to be asleep or something. So I walk in. I see the dog, of hers, nothing else. I'm just like, okay, what's going on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I walk back to the room, see she's asleep, and there's no sheets on the bed and nothing.
Okay, hang on, just think, because I got a few questions. Okay. There's basically 3 bedrooms in the trailer. The one that I refer to as the master bedroom, the one in the very back with the separate bathroom. Mm-hmm. And there's that bedroom that's just right off the washer and dryer room. And then there's that bathroom, and then there's another little bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What bedrooms? Who was using what bedroom?
My dad's room was the master bedroom.
Okay.
And mine and Rebekah's room was the next room down.
Middle bedroom?
Yeah.
One just off the washer and dryer?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about that last bedroom? This one has a computer in it.
Yeah, I used the computer in the non-room, but I didn't use it very much, and we basically put stuff in that one.
Storage, basically. Okay. So when you say that you walked back into the bedroom, which room are you talking about?
Rebekah.
Okay. Okay. When you first walked to the bedroom, you said you saw there was no sheets on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That brings up another question. What all bedding items did y'all have on those mattresses?
Okay. We had a comforter.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was over the mattress because I think she said she was washing the sheets, or she had already washed them, and they just folded up, and we were lazy and didn't want to put them on.
So when did she tell you that?
Had been either Saturday or Sunday when she washed the sheets, but during one of the days or something.
Okay. Okay, so sometime over the weekend she had washed the sheets, so y'all didn't want to put sheets on, you just did a comforter on the mattress. What?
A comforter, 2 pillows, my pillow, her pillow, blanket over.
Okay, so there were pillowcases on the pillow?
Yeah.
Okay. And a blanket?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there'd be no sheets, no fitted sheets?
I never used one, but I don't believe it had one.
Okay, so the only things on the bed was comforters on the mattress, there's 2 pillows and pillowcases, there's a blanket. Yeah, is it just those 2 pillows? Was all it was in?
I believe so. I mean, she had a pillow and I had a pillow.
Okay. Well, I guess what I'm trying to picture in my mind, that's a pretty small bed. Is there any reason y'all were using that one instead of the master bedroom?
My dad's room, that's living room, facing his bed. We have slept in there before, but we may not. Believe it or not, that bed's bigger than most beds that we slept in. So,
Okay.
we thought it was pretty big and so.
Okay. All right. Now we backtrack. You've noticed when you look in that there's just a mattress, no kind of bed clothing or anything at all. Okay. Was there anything on the bed?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, actually, it was folded clothes, actually. Yeah, folded clothes. 2 piles of folded clothes and all up they were hurt.
They were laying on the mattress?
And since they were folded and they were laying on top of the mattress, I was like, okay, well, Rebekah did that. That's what's first thing on that. Because if they were folded, then.
Okay. 2 piles of folded clothes on the mattress.
Mm-hmm.
Where were they on the mattress?
On the foot on the left.
Okay.
Up against the wall.
Okay. What else did you see? Now, this is the first time.
Well,
when the Dexter Martin was there with you later, the very first time.
when I walked in, I just saw her pose and, her dog, and I was like, okay, she's back there. I went back there, there's 2 piles of bed, and I was like, that's weird. I was thinking maybe she was planning on putting the other sheets on, but never did. But, I just thought that was really weird. No sheets on the bed, or no anything. What we left on the bed, nothing's on the bed, and I thought that was really weird. And I was in a hurry anyways. I got a sonic shirt, and then I wasn't in there very long at all.
Where was your sonic shirt at?
My sonic shirt?
Yes.
I had one hanging up. I think that's the one I got.
There in the closet in the middle bedroom? Okay. Got your sonic shirt. Sorry.
Oh, that hurts. All right. I went back. Sonic.
Right.
And that's whenever John called.
Okay.
And that's when she was really worried and told me 17 now. And so I started getting worried and all that come off the mat, and I asked Daniel, I said, Daniel, can I please get off? I don't know what's going on, you can't find me back anywhere. So he said, well, you can if you get someone to work for you. And all the first I was like, the other person was right down the street, his name was Sean.
Okay. So
I walked up there and asked him to work for him. Before I could get up there, I pulled over what's going on.
So you're on your way up. You're on your way up to ask Sean.
Yeah. For him.
Okay. Whenever they the mountain. Okay. What next?
He said I'm looking for Rebekah Gould. And I said, well, that's weird. I am too.
Okay.
And he said, well, I've got to go and look at your house. He's fly about it. So I said, okay, you want to follow me?
Mm-hmm.
So I got my truck and called her all the way out there. And actually, could you mention something about the car first? Because it was out in the yard. We've asked those first. Yeah. And
on the car, and again, this is all these rumor things that go around. Before the car parked, was there anything significant to you about where her car was parked or anything unusual about being parked there?
She usually parked it there whenever she knew it was going to be a hot day.
Mm-hmm.
Her car had no air conditioning. So that's where it was in the shed most of it all.
Okay.
Right there.
All right. That makes sense. Okay. So y'all went to the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. These piles of clothes, were they still on the foot of the bed when y'all got about the second time? Okay. What happened to the clothes on the foot of the bed?
You didn't move on me. I don't really remember. I guess it's still there. It's still been on the I got that too.
Of course, by the time I got there, it come all the way from Harrison. By the time I got there, the mattress had been ready for it.
When I got in there, close to the chief off the bed that week.
Mm-hmm.
I opened the washing machine, waited and put them in there, and then I asked if I could look in the mattress, and I put them right against the foot of it.
Okay.
So down, I looked at the mattress.
Okay. Okay. We're still trying to figure out on that back door.
Mm-hmm.
The back door has been secured by some kind of hasp and padlock.
Yeah.
On the inside. What was that?
We had been broken into before,
Mm-hmm.
and we just swallowed them out. And Dad padlocked them up, but the door wasn't very sturdy itself
Mm-hmm.
at all. Me and Rebekah tried fixing it once, because someone had tried to get in the back door again. And Dad hadn't known it. So me and Rebekah, I think the best of my ability, but would it held somebody out? No, I don't think so.
Do you remember when you were there, of course, whenever we were there doing the search, the screws are stripped out, the top half, it's obvious the door had been open. Did you notice
I didn't notice that at all.
The last time that you know of, the screws were intact in the door.
The door, yeah.
Okay.
That's the last time I know.
Okay. What about the no doorknob on the front door?
Yeah.
Okay. How long has the front doorknob been there?
About a month. We just stopped working. So we took it off and
Usually.
phoned it up on. Actually, Rebekah's one to take it off. I got home and I was like, what did you do? Just you to open the thing.
The door could still be secured by the deadbolt?
Yeah.
Okay. Did y'all normally, what was y'all's routine? Did y'all normally lock the front door on?
Whenever I went to sleep, on the left, we didn't have a key for the we didn't have a key. Yes, I did, but we hardly ever used it. We hardly ever locked it when we left. This is where I grew up, and that's the place for me all I will.
How long had you been staying out there today?
Say about 1, 2 months.
Okay. And this may just be speculation on your part, but do you have any way of knowing, when Rebekah was there by herself, if she normally kept that deadbolt secured, or?
Yes, she does. Okay. Because I have to knock on the door to get in, and she takes her time.
Of course, it would be speculation on trying to figure out whether or not that particular maybe she had locked it or not. Okay. Do you know who else might have a key to that deadbolt other than you said you had a key?
My father.
Okay.
And my grandpa, because of his property. He had a key.
Okay. Casey, we keep hearing on this black suitcase.
The one that's missing?
Yeah, the one that's missing. When was the last time that you remember seeing the black suitcase?
I carried it in from a car. So I knew it was there. I knew it was there. And we took it, she takes it on back into the room. But I knew it was there. And there was a green one, right? And a black one. And whenever we were up in that, when we were in the house, and I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I saw there was a green suitcase out, and I was like, well, where's the black one?
Okay. For the last time you saw the black one, it was in that bedroom?
Yeah.
Okay, what about the green one? And I don't mean the last time when you went back to look for Rebekah.
You're talking about the very last time?
Yeah, well, yeah,
in the room.
The green one was in the bedroom also?
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever she took you to work that day, when she took you to work that morning, both those suitcases would have been in the bedroom?
I believe so. Okay. It's really hard now. I really don't stop to look at all these.
Oh, I understand. Well, but the green one was kind of, not sitting in the middle of the floor, but it was, it was out there by the couch, when we all got there. So you're pretty sure that the green one wasn't sitting in the living room?
I'm pretty sure because I'm the one that carried them into the bedroom. I know she took it out there or somebody else. Because the last time I remember seeing it, I believe, was in the room because, of course, she changes and gets all the clothes out and hangs them back up for the short 3 days she's going to be there.
But you saw it in the living room when you came?
Yeah.
That's what you said.
I did see it yesterday when I walked in. Because I saw that at her dog, and I was like, okay, he's ready for paint now. A little late. What can I do now?
Okay. Casey, there was a lot of, when we were there on Tuesday, there was a lot of dog droppings in the house. Well, that, and this is then kind of called in on how well y'all did on that. The dog got so back. Is that normal? Is that common that the dog would take down in the house?
Yeah, it wasn't potty trained. And if we were planning on going somewhere and there was some in the back room or somewhere, we left it. We didn't know.
So let me ask you this. When you went to work Monday,
Monday.
when she took you to work, do you remember if there was dog droppings in the house then?
There probably was.
Okay. Okay. On the back deck, we found a tire tool.
A tire tool?
Yeah, metal tire tool laying on the back deck. Now I told you we're going to talk about the things that we don't want you discussing in. Do you know anything about that tire tool?
No.
You hadn't had a tire tool for some reason, working on something and tossed it up on the back deck?
Since that was locked, I really never stepped there on the back deck. Ever since I really moved out there, I don't believe. I must have went all the way around, and we never went in the backyard but to burn trash.
I got some other things I want to go over with you, but before I get too far, what am I forgetting to ask? Okay. I'm getting ready to go off my car and get my case file. I'm going to have you look at some pictures. I'm going to tell you up front that I'm not going to let you look at any bad pictures or anything like that, but there's some items I want you to look at to see if maybe you might be able to explain. One of them I can ask you about now. There was a portable stereo in the middle bedroom. Bedroom you remember. Whose was that?
Mine.
Okay.
Green?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine.
And it's the type that has a remote control with it. An Emerson remote control. I think it was an Emerson stereo.
No, that green one didn't have one. But you found one that was a remote to Rebekah's old one that she used to have then. And she moved it out because I didn't have a remote for my green one.
Okay, where would that? If it was a remote went to Rebekah's old one, where would that remote have been? Where would y'all have kept that?
It'd have been in the room if mine and Rebekah found.
Oh, that's a picture. Okay. Fill up looking at some pictures. Like I say, I'm not going to get any.
Yeah, anything will help.
Any bad ones. I should have carried that in. Let me go ahead and. I'm going to go outside. We'll temporarily stop the interview at 10:18 p.m. Okay, time's about 10:25 a.m. Back on. Let me take me a minute to tell you, Casey and Bucholtz. They just confirmed in the bottom of that picture that the green suitcase. Okay, and as far as you know, when you went to work, that was in y'all bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me about these items, the bleach and the toilet paper and the Tide?
Okay. That was actually one of the nights that was actually going. It came home from renting movies and we found this and all that on the front porch. I believe this was Saturday night. And I was like, okay, my dad must have came home, and thought of me, got us some toilet paper because we didn't have any. And some washing detergent. So I brought it in, stuck it out there, and we now moved it in.
Okay, so that's not something y'all bought.
No, we didn't buy it.
Have you since found out where that came from?
Yeah, it was from my Aunt Linda, who was living there at the time, or not living there, but living down the road at the time. She dropped it off because she had extra and needed it. She was moving. So.
Okay, that's going to be the answer to move to Texas, move back to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Rebekah, I know from this picture here showing the coffee table with her purse and everything, there's rings there. Did Rebekah normally put her jewelry on and, like take you to work? Or?
No, she didn't put her jewelry on and take me to work, but once she got somewhere, she put her jewelry on.
Okay.
Like, as soon as she came right back, she wouldn't put it on.
Is that what she usually kept the jewelry with? That's all?
On the coffee table, or on the table, like a lamp.
Okay. Somebody's not very good dark shot.
I did have experience back when he was close there.
Okay. Is this one of the
Yes.
The pink house shoes we were talking about.
Yes.
And that's what you remember her wearing on her feet, strictly word. Yeah, I'm just going to show you the top latch. As far as you know, the screws are still intact in that door.
As far as I know, it's still intact.
That's right. Was it also intact on the bottom half?
No, the bottom one was not intact.
Okay. So the bottom one was kind of like this.
Yeah.
I've got a better picture of that remote we're talking about.
I'll be able to tell you whether or not to.
Okay, yeah. Is this the green stereo that you said was Rebekah's?
No, that one's
or yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And just confirm, these are not.
Yeah, those are my dad's.
Those are your dad's pictures. Okay. It's just an aside. This is in your dad's bedroom, or there's a bed where the sheetrock is busted. Do you know when or where that happened?
That was about 8 years ago. Us boys got inside.
Okay. So that's been done a long time ago.
Yeah.
Who's checking?
It's second.
Okay. We took a bunch of pictures. This may not be a good enough shot for you to be able to tell. Do you have any, who's glued into those in this P71?
Those are mine. But it's funny.
How would they have been?
Huh?
When did you last wear them?
It had been maybe 3 days. I had found them on the floor. I had a big pile of dirty clothes on the floor.
Okay. The only thing you got when you went home was a new shirt. You didn't change jeans.
I'm not sure I had 4 things. I don't know if masters or anything.
Okay. He said his blue notebook is here in P76.
That is mine.
Where did you normally keep that?
Over there on the piano.
Normally kept it in the piano?
Yeah, but around a little holder.
Is that what it was last time you knew anything about it?
Last time I knew anything about it?
Yeah.
Well, I remember, yeah.
Okay. You don't know of any reason why it should be in the bedroom?
No.
Okay.
Well, I didn't know the reason. Rebekah would like to write, so a lot of things. She might have picked it up. She has written in my notebook before. I usually just put it back. Cut a paper out of it.
Okay. You recognize these things?
Yeah.
On P79?
Not Rebekah.
Okay. I'm not trying to get you to tell me if you're sure or unsure. Do you know if these are the jeans she was wearing when she took you to work? But I don't want you to tell me one way or the other if you're sure.
Yeah, because she has her belt on. It's still on the room. And I do believe that was the belt she's wearing.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember those double things going down the middle. I do believe so.
Okay. In P80, specifically the Coca-Cola glass, do you know?
Tea, I believe, and we always got something to drink, something we could drink in the middle of the night if we got thirsty,
Okay. Okay, this on P83, do you recognize that?
That's really like part of it.
Yours?
No, it's hers.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Do you know if this is what she was wearing? I know her sister said she had a few different ones. And again, I'm not asking you to tell me something that you're not sure of, please.
And then you were saying that too.
Okay.
I don't know which one it was.
Okay, but you do recognize that charm off one of her belly button rings.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. On P87, this is the remote I was wondering about.
Yeah, that is her for her. Anything. Yeah. And that's the story. And you got it at her mom.
Okay, and the last you knew of, this would have been where?
I thought it was with her stereo. I wouldn't think it was still there. I didn't know it was still at the house.
Okay.
So you lose the radio, and then
You take the remote with it. Page am I on? 4. Okay. This is the one I was asking about earlier on P92. That power tool.
I never really got put out there on the back deck, so I mean, I've never really seen that.
Have you ever seen, of course I realize maybe one power tool looks like another power tool.
I think I might have seen it around the house, but I don't remember it being out there on the back, on the deck, but that guy's never been out there.
Okay.
I mean, I have before, 8 years ago, we'll go kids, but...
Okay. I think your dad's still here somewhere. I might have him look at that.
When he was out there in his truck, I believe.
Okay. I don't know if there's any others I need you to look at or not. Let me just come through real quick. Have y'all been having some trouble with the clothes dry?
Yeah, it's not fast enough. We have to run it through 2 or 3 times to dry clothes.
And that was even before Rebekah went missing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. This just pictures of the fall. Since I was last out there, Casey, have y'all ever came up with that piano leg or any kind of clue on that piano leg?
No, no.
I know there's nothing in here, but... Okay, we turned over to try to see if the taste at, about 10:37 a.m. I'm pretty sure none of these are going to be anything for tell us about. Casey, you know, I think, are you fairly vaguely aware of the area where Rebekah's body was found?
No. The name, before
Okay.
but when afterwards, put the flowers to the ground.
Okay, where'd you leave the flowers at?
Over to the right, enough, put something. And this was way long after everyone else had got their chance to get around, because my dad wouldn't want to go anywhere.
That you hadn't been in that area before?
Well, I couldn't buy it, but I didn't know it was really a lookout. I mean, I knew there was gravel on the side of the road.
From had been in relationship to the time she had disappeared. When had been the last time you had been down through there?
That's the first time I met her, 6 months.
Okay.
Because that's where, for the very first time, that's the way I went. But, what's that one called?
It's Highway 9. That's probably a little more road. You know, I hate to get into a lot of personal things, but, you know, it is important for the case. When was the last time that you or Rebekah had any kind of sexual activity or sexual relations of any kind? And I mean of any kind. We're not going to be like Bill Clinton defining what year it is, but any kind of sexual contact or sexual relations.
On the last day, 2 weeks prior.
Okay, where did that occur at?
In the dad's bathroom.
Okay. When was the last time y'all engaged in any kind of sexual? Well, I need to ask first. Again, I hate to ask personal questions. What kind of sexual activity was that?
No.
Okay. Or is it oral sex?
Oral, yeah.
Okay.
That's nothing that way.
That's all right. I'll help you out. When was the last time y'all would have had any sexual activity involving that bed or that bedroom?
I'd say it was 2.5 weeks to a month.
Okay.
I can't really remember how much that it was.
Okay. When there was sexual activity in the bathroom, the oral sex, was that, you know, both y'all involved in oral sex, one of y'all involved in oral sex?
Both.
Okay. What were y'all wearing or not wearing? Well, specifically, what was Rebekah wearing or not wearing?
During that time?
During the time of the oral sex and things.
I just got out of that time.
Okay. So y'all under it. Is that correct?
We were naked.
Okay. Believe me, I'm not just trying to find. There's reasons that I'm having to ask you. Okay. So at least 2 weeks prior to her disappearance was the last time that there had been any kind of sexual encounter. Okay. Do you know if Rebekah was on birth control sometime?
It used to be, but you thought that come over it when they confused the tape before she goes to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
stopped taking. And I never remember her taking it. I asked her, I said, "You still taking the birth control?" "Oh, yeah, you bet." That's all I got out of her, and I kind of figured she stopped.
And so how long before you noticed?
Way before I moved in.
Okay. Of course, as I understand your relationship, you had been, quote, boyfriend and girlfriend. But by the time of her disappearance, you were more friends as opposed to boyfriend, girlfriend.
I'm kind of disappearance is like things and going up.
Okay.
I mean, everything was bad.
Okay.
I mean, we really hadn't said, but we knew.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I love that guy.
I know you do. Casey, who do you think? I'm not asking that you've got some kind of proof positive in your hip pocket because I feel like you pulled it out if you did. Who do you think would have had reason to have harmed Rebekah?
The only person I think of that was ever violent towards her, and it was Justin. I mean, not saying he's going to do it, but he's the only person that I could think of that would be violent towards her. He was at her Jennifer, because she was insanely jealous.
Jennifer was?
And I knew she was on some type of drugs.
How do you know that?
The way she acted and talked around, to me it looked like she was on crack.
Okay.
Did you ever see Rebekah and Justin and Jennifer get into it, fight, argue, anything?
I've never seen them. I've been told.
Told by who?
They not at the same time. It's kind of like all
Any time?
Yeah, in general.
Either one of you at any time.
I've seen her and Justin get in a fight.
Was it, of course, this thing's fight. Charlie and I might get over here arguing back and forth. That's just an argument or disagreement. What do you mean by fight?
It wasn't physical. It was more like getting in each other's faces and talking her out.
Okay. Did you ever see him get physical with each other?
I know, but I've been told. And
okay. Yeah, but in this case, I'm just asking on what you think.
okay.
Were you and Rebekah ever in a physical altercation?
Okay.
Casey was, you're making me go through our papers. Was Justin or Jennifer, or Justin and Jennifer, ever over to your residence that you know of?
Jennifer was never at the house before that I know of. But Justin had been over there and yeah. You want to know?
You bet.
When? Okay. I don't know about when, but it had been about about a month after we lived in. He came over, and I'm not going to be mean, and say, "Hey, you can't talk to Rebekah."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she was with him for 7 years. So.
Right.
So, she came in first, and I was unaware Justin was out there, and she asked me, "Hey, Casey, I brought somebody, can he come in?" Without even telling me who it was, and that's who it was. And I was like, I was kind of, what are you asking me for? Because he doesn't like me. I always try to get along with him. But I said, yeah, he can come in. Go ahead. So Justin came in, and first I was like, "What's up? What's going on?" Not much, and everything was fine. All right, we watched some little TV, and we got along fine. We looked like somebody's car.
What car did he have then to talk to him?
He's silver fiber.
Did he have it with him there?
No, they drove him back.
You know how him and Rebekah hooked up to show up at your house?
Justin was with Jennifer at the time.
Supposedly, yeah.
Supposedly. And that's what I was thinking. Oh, great. John never ends around here. And because at this point in time, me and Rebekah was with friends. And Jennifer actually called a couple times and busted himself on. And he just ignored it. He'd lift it up, look at it, and laugh about it, and point it towards me.
How did you know it was Kim?
Because of her name. I think
he didn't answer it?
And he told me it was Jennifer before I looked. But about an hour.
Oh, that's okay. I'm with you.
Okay, about an hour afterwards, Rebekah, we're going to go stay with him. Said that he's kind of down. He doesn't know where he's going to go in life. And I was like, well, okay, be careful, make the right decisions, so I told her.
Mm-hmm.
Gave me a hug, and because she didn't want to tell me anything friends and so asked me in the back room to go in the back room.
Mm-hmm.
So she hugged me and told me, I love you, not necessarily that way, but
yeah.
I'm saying, told me she goes by the and come in. I was happy to go that kind of thing.
Well, sure.
And, so,
you have any idea where they went?
yeah, Justin's dad owns a little city trailer, that Justin was actually staying in, for a little while he wasn't staying with Jennifer. He'd go stay there by himself.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really a great place. Left inside of it. When Justin wasn't there, they kept calling him, picking up some stuff for him that he had. And not really a great place. It's really small. There's a table. There's a bedroom. It's really small. A bed, TV, DVD player.
Where is this trailer?
In Mountain View somewhere. I really don't know exactly where it is because I never paid attention.
Okay. How do you know that's where they went and stayed?
He told us that, so we're going. So where are you going?
Okay.
I didn't make it.
Yeah, so that night she told me that. I'm sorry, didn't tell me. She told you that's where they're going to stay.
So that's probably where they went.
Okay. Okay, and you say it's about a month before she disappeared? Okay. When you saw her next, what was she telling you about her and Justin's friendship or relationship? He's got one time, well, he's down, I'm going to go stay with him. What was your conversation with Rebekah when you next saw her?
When I next saw her, Justin came back. He was with her still.
Okay, so he's at least been to your residence twice.
Wow.
Okay.
He needed to take a shower. So,
how long was it when she came back?
This morning. Anytime, on it.
Okay.
That's him. And that's him.
You said Jeff needed to take a shower?
Yeah, she called before they came. And asked if he needed to come back. Apparently Justin was busy. Didn't really know if I wanted him there or not. I said, well, you take a shower? Yeah, come on.
They don't have a shower in that trailer? Or?
No, I guess not. I didn't see any room for one whenever I was in there. This is a very small trailer.
What all conversation was there whenever they came back that next day? The shower day.
Rebekah went into my dad's bathroom to take a shower. She went first. And Justin sat there for the thank you for letting him come take a shower.
Mm-hmm.
And he went and took one in the middle bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't very much conversation that way. Okay, with Rebekah. And she got stuff putting on makeup, and I was watching TV and so was Justin.
All right, so she was in your dad's bathroom to take a shower, and then Justin went and took one in the middle bathroom.
I don't know if it's next thing but it's the cases that Rebekah had. The green one and the black one. They used to be that. So there's a story that I'd really like to tell that I really don't know if y'all know or not. And you'll probably do know.
Well, you never know. We'd rather hear it twice as not hear it at all.
But it's after that, if you don't mean to wait. I mean, it happened after that.
Okay. I guess, they took a shower. Did they end up leaving after they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
See, at what point, I'm assuming at some point they split again.
See, this is the, that's where the story comes from.
Okay, well, we're at a good time.
Okay, so, she never came back, for a while.
They for a while.
Week and a half, week or two. Never might have felt like it was 2 weeks. It might have just been more. But, all the stuff was still there besides what she really wore every day.
Mm-hmm.
I asked what was going on. I said, well, y'all getting back together? And she was like, I don't know yet. I go, okay. Let me know, your stuff's still up here. Because I really hope you're making the right decision. And, he's all like, well, I think you've changed. I go, I really hope so. For the best. I hope it doesn't act like it used to. And I was actually kind of happy for her for a little while. Like, wow, first time I've ever seen her this happy in a long time. Then after a while, coming home to this empty house. It started getting kind of lonely.
Mm-hmm.
But I always figured she'd come home, let's get something for a big blue note.
Mm-hmm.
She said she'd come home while I was at work, and I'd come home, notes something. But the notes started piling up. Finally, so I'm going to come and get some things called, don't know when, called some get some things.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, need any help? And she's like, no, I think they can get it. And I think they were in a little argument. So that's all I want, man. Wow, she was on the phone, man.
So you asked if she needed help, and she picked up Justin to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be the third time, possibly, that Justin had been to your house. Okay, go ahead.
Got the things. And I was really wanting to hurry up and make it home so I could catch her. Talk to everybody a little bit, but I didn't make it home in time. She'd already left with a few things. She didn't take it what I thought she would. I thought she was trying to take the chassis. And she had, on the phone, she told me that they had got an apartment.
Okay.
I thought she was going to get a cab. Oh, Cassie's laying there. My bad.
Okay. You got home, though, evidently she'd already been there and got some stuff and was gone.
Yeah, I could tell that she had been there because she took all the notes I wrote. And later on, after I talked to her, she said she had them in an envelope. She kept them all. I could tell she'd been there. I had no thought there was no signs to tell she'd been there, but I'm pretty sure it's there. And after that, I think another day went by, and I go over to a friend's house, and Rebekah called. And she said, Casey, can you come over? I'm like, what for? I just need to talk to you. And at first I wasn't going to go over there, but something in her voice told me to go. So I ended up going over there.
Where is over there?
Apartment behind, in Mountain View, behind some hardware store. I'm trying to think of the name. I want to say something builders, but it's back behind that. Okay. And I didn't know how to get there, but she had to give me directions. So I passed it up the first time and called from a payphone country store, or county something. And then I went in there, it was really sad, and I didn't know what was going on. So Charlie told me, she told me that Justin said that he had to go talk to his dad. So she said, okay, so she stayed there. We went and talked to his dad apparently, but she got in the car to go to town for cigarettes or something, and she saw him traveling by. Tried to wave him down. He looked at her. She said, he kept going, and then right behind him was Jennifer in her car. Okay. And this happened that morning that she called me, and she was pretty much heartbroken. She wasn't doing too good. She asked his boss for me as to what to do, and said, Rebekah, I think you need to get out of here. I think you need to be.
You understand her and Justin had been living in this apartment?
Yeah, for about 2 days or five. I know it's hard been.
Yeah, if you can, because
that was hard.
I think it's got a lot to say. I want to hear it. I want to write it down.
I'll wait. I'll wait. That's cool. I'll lie a little bad. You don't want to know it.
So you got a lot of important things to say. I'm going to get them right now on big thing.
Well,
I've got one.
There's a lot of things I didn't think were important at all. Well, until after I sat, at home and y'all doing y'all's investigation. And I was like, well, I wonder if I need to tell them that. I want to tell them that.
Let me, and I've used this analogy before, but working a homicide like this is just like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. A lot of times people may have two or three of the little jigsaw pieces, and we just, rarely does anybody have a whole puzzle put together that they can lay out. Sometimes it happens, but not usually. So what we have to do in this is we talk to this person, they give us one or two little pieces of the puzzle. This person over here can give us a piece, and we take all these pieces and we put it together and try to have a completed picture when we're done. So, and just like I always tell everybody when we interview them, something that may not seem important at all or that big a deal, may be a key part of the puzzle that we're missing. So that's why I told you earlier, we'd rather hear something two or three times is for someone to think, well, they probably don't, that probably doesn't have anything to do with it. May not, but then again, it may be, a piece that sits in a gap over here. Okay. So as far as you know, Justin and Rebekah had been living in that apartment.
And Danielle. Okay. Danielle, her sister, had lived in it too, but she wasn't staying there. I mean, they were all going to see, all three and have to get
was that not you? Because I was thinking when Rebekah and Danielle were living together, it was supposed to be.
Well, there's a lot of.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
But yeah, Danielle and Rebekah actually got their names in the apartment. Justin was living there. And it was about, I'd say living there, but it wasn't even a week that they stayed in there.
Mm-hmm.
Where did I get to?
You got where, she was real upset, you told you thought she just needs to get away.
Yeah. And well, she was crying. And I told her she needed to get out of here. I said, you need to get away from Justin. You need to get away from me too. I mean, you just need to get away from everybody. Mm-hmm. Because it's your life right now, and you're at a point in your life where you need to get things together, and you haven't gotten together right now. I mean, canceling something I wasn't expecting. She asked me to go with her. I told her I couldn't.
So she wanted to go, or
to Fayetteville. I told her to go to Fayetteville. I said, because she had been wanting to go to Fayetteville so bad.
Yeah.
It's right. She asked me to go with her. Mm-hmm. I couldn't go because I was unstable financially. Mm-hmm. I wasn't saying so bad. But I told her I couldn't. We both kind of tied up a little bit. Hugging each other, and she asked me again to go with her, and I couldn't. And then I said, okay, I'm going to go stay with them. I'm going to talk to Danielle and stay with her and be friends with them. Yeah. And when they came in, I didn't have nothing to do with it. She said, I'm going to call you see you every time. Every weekend. I'm going to come see you. And that's the problem.
Because from the time she started school at Fayetteville, or Bentonville, or whatever that school was she was going to, every weekend she would come to your house. Yes. You remember how many weekends that had been?
I'd say 3 or 4, not for sure.
Okay. During any of that time, she's going to school in Fayetteville, she's coming home, or coming to your house on the weekends. At that time, had she said anything about having a conversation with anybody, Justin, Jennifer, JB, and getting any disagreements or arguments or anything?
No. The whole time, I mean, she actually, as far as I know, she had never talked to Justin again, probably before that. But I picked up her cell phone once it was ringing. I'm trying to, when I remember things, I think it's important.
Absolutely.
But she was inside, I don't remember what night it was. I really don't know what at all about what time it was. But she was in talking to her sister at Nick's house, at Danielle's boyfriend. And her phone rang, so I answered it. And apparently the person on the other line knew how it was. So they didn't say anything for a little bit, and then they said, big, and it was Justin Ford.
You surely?
Yes, sure.
That was a call to Rebekah's cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Help me out here, like, roughly when would this have been?
I believe it was the second weekend that she came back.
So you know if it would have been in August or September?
Right at the end of August, I believe.
Okay.
I told her about it. I said, I think Justin just called you. She's like, wow, sounds just like him. And we did the same thing. I told her no. That's why he said, spirit. I'll ask about it.
You just tell her?
Yeah. By that, he didn't even make conversation. But
okay. Oh, I'm not sure I got this right.
okay.
But Rebekah was on the phone at Nick's house in Mountain View.
That's who's been talking to her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Danielle was there.
So that's why I want to go back over, make sure I got it right. Rebekah was inside talking to Danielle. Okay, where were you?
I was out in front.
Okay. Rebekah's cell phone rang.
Mm-hmm.
You answered it for a few moments. Nobody said anything. And then you heard Justin's voice on the phone say, bitch. So hang on the phone. Okay. And that would have been roughly around the second weekend she came back, somewhere around the end of August.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't know of any other conversation or contact you may have with Justin?
No.
Casey, who would dislike you enough to possibly try to bring you on something?
I have no enemies. The only that closest enemy would have been Justin, because I mean I know he had reasons, you know. I probably would have reasons too if I was in his position. So it's the only person I can think of that disliked me the most. But whenever,
But you know positively in your own mind, Justin was at your house at least twice.
yeah,
Possibly a third time.
Yeah.
Because you're not sure whenever she's going to pick up some stuff. But you finished to lay eyeballs on him 2 different times whenever he was there at your residence.
yeah,
Okay. And you don't know if Jennifer ever did anything.
no, I'll never remember her doing that. Never.
What else have you thought of, Casey, that you've got sitting around thinking, gee, I wanted this to important?
Let me see. I don't think of anything right now.
Okay.
But
That's fine. I'm going to give you a card with my page number on it.
mm-hmm.
Or if you're sitting around and get to thinking of something, and because it's toll free, it won't cost you anything to page. And if you get to thinking of something, you know, I just wondered, but like I say, I'd rather people tell us something 2 or 3 times if there's something that we're not. And a lot of this information you're telling us here today, and I don't know about Charlie, this is the first time I've heard some of this stuff.
Okay. The 2 cases.
Yeah.
The green one and the black one.
Yes.
Those used to be Justin. See, whenever Justin just left with Jennifer, he left the suitcase with that. And Rebekah said, well, I'm taking the suitcase. So he took the suitcases and he used them for himself.
Which time was this?
This was the next day. I mean,
Where were they living at this time?
when she took the suitcase?
Yeah.
Was whenever he left the apartment.
Which one?
The one in Mountain View.
Okay.
This was the day after she asked me to come watch movies with her and talk to her. Yeah. And she told me about Justin living with Jennifer. It was that day.
Was there anything unique in that suitcase that you saw that pertained to Justin?
Anything in it? On it?
And then on it over? Anything like
No. Like that would say, oh, this is Justin's suitcase? No.
Casey, I'm sure it's been asked to you before, but I've never asked you. I'm just going to ask you flat out. Did you kill Rebekah?
No, sir.
Did you have anything to do with her murder? Did you go in there and try to clean up the trailer before
No, sir.
Deputy Melton got there? Do you know who would have tried to clean it up?
No,
Can you think of any reason why someone would clean it up?
I was in chances of getting away.
You know, because to me that's unusual. You know, if I go in Charlie's house and kill him, I'm probably not going to try to dispose of his body and clean it up. I'm going to get the heck out of Dodge.
Well, yeah, I believe that too, but then again, I've never been on anything like this, and I wouldn't know what's normal, what's not.
So that part's unusual. It is unusual.
All I know is when I walked in, I didn't see anything right offhand.
Who do you know of that knew? I mean, obviously, I'm sure some of the people that saw this, who knew that Rebekah was staying with you on weekends?
Her sister,
Which one?
Danielle.
Okay.
Just all her family, her immediate family, because we had our shoot. We just got back from a funeral the week before, and I met her whole family. Everything was, I liked her family. You know, I knew that much right now, but yeah, about everybody, her whole immediate family knew. Justin knew. He just knew because he heard me answer the phone. We couldn't find her on Mountain View, probably, and we just knew she was gone.
Okay. So you don't know for sure that he knew, but logically, since you answered her phone when he called that day.
Okay, yeah, I thought something else I could. So, Rebekah called me, there's a rumor going around that Jennifer was pregnant. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but
When did she tell you that?
it was like week before.
Week before she disappeared?
And we haven't talked about it, so I really hope not, because, boy, I wouldn't want to get stuck with her. So, we talked about that for a little bit. She said, well, I hope not either, you know, 'cause I always loved Justin. So I've always feel sorry for him. And she didn't tell me for sure she was pregnant, so I needed a room.
Okay, but she at least, before she disappeared, she had heard that word. Had you heard it before Rebekah told you?
No. She was literally my connection to Mountain View. Whatever had Mountain View, came to that.
Okay. Anything else, Casey? I think it was something important.
I'll find out it's something.
Well, let's say if you do. When they printed my new card, they didn't get my pager number on here. I don't know why, but I'm going to write it on here. Are you familiar with these dial-a-page pages?
No.
It's simple. I operate. You call the 800 number, and it'll ask you to enter the pager number. My pager number is 0385, and then you'll just punch in the touch-tone telephone number of whatever telephone you're at.
Okay.
And that's what comes up on the screen on my pager. And then, you may have to be patient because I work in many counties. Sometimes I'm places where I'm not near a phone or I don't have cell phone service. So sometimes it may take me a little bit. But during the working week, you can just almost always get me through. And if you think it's a big, something real big and important, and you try my page and I can call back, the number for State Police Headquarters is on there.
Okay.
I realize it's Harrison, but they've usually got contact with me on the radio or whatever, and they can always call me and say, hey, you don't have to worry about putting your name and stuff on the radio, because anytime they say they have a phone message for me, I'll stop and find the phone and call them to find out who it is. I don't let them put that stuff on the radio. But I can't think of anything else unless Mr. Nelson can. Okay. I do want to visit with your father for just a few minutes, but we really appreciate you coming in. I know
No problem.
It's a load on you, but
No, if y'all need me, I'll keep my peace out. I don't care if I really don't like this place very much here lately, but
I'd say the only thing, we're asking is please don't discuss,
I won't.
with anybody, and it means it might sound, it includes Rebekah's family, because I know they're looking for information, they're looking for answers.
I know, they had a dream. I mean, after it's I'm just talking. But afterwards, they wanted to talk to me. So, I said, okay. Talk to them. At first, they're nice. And after that, starts questions, getting angry. So I was like, hey, they started accusing me of stealing some stuff.
Oh, that is one thing I'd rather know. And not an accusation, but we're trying to figure out what may or may not be missing. As far as you know, the family's got all their clothing and personal items that were at your house.
Everything I packed up in boxes. There were some things that I wish I would have kept, because I know I'm never going to see them again. But I put everything. I guess everything.
Okay.
Now, half of her stuff would have been in bed. They're like, well, okay. I don't know if my mom knows that.
Yeah, I think, well, at least Danielle does.
Do you know if anybody from family come down? Did you ever bring anybody from school?
To my knowledge, no. But she always came to my house. It seemed like first thing whenever she got in. I mean, her mom would say, no, she'd come in and talk to me first. I would say, honestly believe, no, she came straight to my house first. Every time. So did you talk to your mom? She's like, no, I was okay with that, because she did go and visit her mom. I'm pondering. Whatever you try to think of things, when you can't think of them, whenever you are.
You're exactly right. When sometimes we try to focus, it's easy to slip your mind. That's why something may come to you later. Like I say, just keep our conversation confidential, and it doesn't. Like I said earlier, it hurts us, but if word or information gets back to the killer, it helps them. Okay. I appreciate it. Going to end the interview at, I better look at my watch since I've been using it. I've got 11:20 a.m. and the same persons are present. And that closes before we start. Today is Wednesday, January 12, 2005, approximately 11:25 a.m. We're present at the Israel County Sheriff's Office with Israel County Deputy Charlie Melton, Mr. Claude McCullough, and myself, David Lafferty, State Police. Mr. McCullough, what's your date of birth?
8160,
And your address?
8C89, box 298, Melbourne.
I probably got that somewhere. But it's easier to actually live. You don't care if it's called Claude, do you?
No, that's fine.
Claude, before, don't kind of tell you the same thing I told Casey. I told Casey that I didn't want him discussing with anybody the things we talked about in here because the word gets out in the community and goes around and gets back to the people involved in the murder, helps them, hurts us. And so, and we've got a few things that we need to kind of know about, and I don't know any way it's it's kind of like when you play poker. You sometimes got to show show some of your cards and some information that we really don't want out, but that we don't have any way of finding out without just asking you. Do you know offhand anything about a tire tool that would have been on the back deck of your house out there?
Well, I don't know of anything about it. It's possible one could have been out there, but I don't recall one being there, but it's possible.
Would that be a normal place for y'all to keep a tire tool? Or?
No. Normally all the tools I had were in that red van sitting out in front of the yard. I was without a running vehicle at the time, but that was the last running vehicle, so normally that's where any tools I had was inside that van.
Okay. Really, if you look at it, photograph. It's our P-92 that was taken on the back deck the day we were out there. And just see if there's anything you recognize about that tire tool. Or
I do know that I had one like that, or similar to it. Well, then, I don't know if I still,
But you have no idea why it might possibly be on the back deck.
No idea why. Yeah, I had one like that.
Okay. I guess what I'm trying to establish is, for some reason you wasn't out there working on something and just laid it down. Okay. So anything else? That's really what I wanted to cover with Claude. Like I said, we really need to keep this between us because it's, there's something we've done a pretty good job of keeping quiet, but we get to the point we've got to know if there's a logical reason for something to be somewhere. And the only way is show it to you and ask you. But we don't want people out here knowing about that. Is there anything else you can think of?
Last time you was at the trailer, what about the house on the back door?
Yes.
Were they intact? Were they ripped off? Well, they were loose. They weren't really ripped off, but they were loose. Like the screws run like halfway in it. I had a problem before with someone actually breaking in the trailer, and that's I presume that's whenever they got loosened up. But no, they weren't totally out, but they weren't in real well. They were loose.
Okay. They were loose, but they were still in.
Yes, correct.
Okay. That's good. Probably I forgot about that. That's a good question. I'm just looking through to see if there's anything here that we need to. They wasn't like that the last few minutes.
No, they were still, the screws were in the door, but they just weren't tight in the door.
Okay.
Yeah, they weren't loose like that.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there is something. Let me find it here. This is what we call a master bedroom. I think your bedroom up above the bed where that sheet cross.
I had a roommate that did that.
Okay.
So that was there.
So I've been there for a while.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. You think anything else, Sean? Let me look through real quick just to make sure that since it's your house and not ours, you know what was usual and
right.
Have y'all ever come up with anything on that piano leg?
Nothing. It was not surface. And I've been all through that house cleaning it, stuff, and it was not surface.
No, sir. I'm just pretty sure that's the only thing I wanted Claude to look at to be able to try to clear up for us. Okay. Anything else you can think of, Claude, that maybe we've not asked you that struck you as important, or?
Nothing I can think of.
I can't really
Think of anything.
we appreciate you.
You're
Appreciate
quite
your
welcome.
time. Come down and talk with us.
You're quite welcome.
We'll end the interview at 11:32 a.m. and the same persons are present.